Think your dog's wagging tail means they're happy? Dead wrong. That yawn? Not tiredness. And when they show their belly, well, you're in for a shock. Turns out 87% of dog owners completely misread these daily signals. Ready to discover what your fur baby is really telling you? These 8 behaviors will blow your mind and transform your relationship forever. 1. Yawning. When your dog yawns during training or while meeting new people, you probably think they're just tired. Plot twist, they're actually sending you an SOS signal. Studies from the University of California show that yawning is a major stress indicator in dogs. Think about it, ever noticed your pup yawning at the vet? That's not because the waiting room is boring. It's their way of saying they're uncomfortable here. But here's where it gets really interesting. Dogs use yawning as what experts call a calming signal. They'll yawn when they're overwhelmed, anxious, or even when they're trying to calm down other dogs or humans. A fascinating study by Norwegian behaviorist Turid Rugas found that dogs will even yawn in response to pictures of people yawning, but not because they're sleepy. Watch for this pattern. If your dog yawns repeatedly during training sessions, when meeting strangers, or in new environments, they're likely feeling stressed. The solution? Give them space, reduce the intensity of the situation, or remove them from the stressful environment. Understanding this one signal could prevent numerous behavioral issues and strengthen your bond significantly. If you're finding these insights helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. We've got a lot more secrets about your furry friend coming your way. 2. Tail wagging. Here's a mind-blower. Tail wagging isn't a universal happy dance. In fact, misreading this signal leads to thousands of preventable dog incidents every year. Italian researchers at the University of Trento made a groundbreaking discovery. The direction of the wag actually matters. A wag to the right generally means positive emotions, but a wag to the left? That's anxiety or aggression. But wait, there's more. The height and speed of the tail tell different stories too. A high, stiff wag is more like a yellow caution light than a welcome sign. It often indicates arousal or alertness, which could quickly turn into aggressive behavior. A low, fast wag? That's your genuine happy dog. And that helicopter tail spin? That's usually reserved for family members and indicates pure joy. The most dangerous misconception is thinking every wagging tail means a friendly dog. Professional dog trainers report that this misunderstanding is responsible for more dog bites than any other misread signal. Next time you see a wagging tail, remember, it's not about whether they're wagging, it's about how they're wagging. While these behaviors are fascinating, they're just the beginning. Our complete guide Understanding Your Dog's Behavior takes you deeper into canine communication, exploring everything from separation anxiety to building lasting bonds. Check the link in the first comment to transform your relationship with your dog. 3. Belly showing. Oh look, they want belly rubs. Actually, not always. When your dog rolls over, they might be saying something completely different. This behavior dates back to their wolf ancestors, and it's often a sign of submission or conflict avoidance. But here's what most people get wrong. Rushing in for that belly rub might actually be breaking their trust. Recent studies by the Association of Professional Dog Trainers reveal that belly exposure serves multiple purposes in canine communication. Sometimes it's a trust display, sure. But often it's a stress response or a calming signal, basically saying they're no threat, please give them space. The position of their tail, legs, and facial expression tell the whole story. Want to know if it's really an invitation for pets? Look for these signs: a relaxed, wiggly body, soft eyes, and a gentle tail wag. If the belly exposure comes with whale eyes, showing whites, a stiff body, or happens during training or confrontation, your dog is actually asking for space. Getting this wrong could damage your relationship and create anxiety issues that take months to repair. Has your dog been trying to tell you something all along? Drop a paw in the comments if you're starting to see these behaviors differently. 4. Panting. Sure, your dog pants when they're hot or after exercise, that's the obvious part. But there's a whole hidden language behind this common behavior that most owners completely miss. Veterinary behaviorists have identified distinct types of panting that signal entirely different things. That rapid, shallow panting with pin-back lips? That's not just your dog cooling down, it's often a sign of acute stress or anxiety. Think about the last time you took your dog to the vet. Did they pant the whole time even though the room was cool? That's because stress panting looks completely different from heat regulation. The mouth tends to be more tense, the tongue may appear shorter and tighter, and you'll often see wrinkles around their eyes. Animal behavior experts at Tufts University found that this type of panting often precedes more serious stress behaviors. Here's the real kicker: chronic stress panting can lead to long-term behavioral issues that most owners never connect to the original cause. Learning to distinguish between normal cooling pants and stress pants could save you thousands in training and vet bills down the road. If your dog is panting without physical exertion or heat, start looking for environmental stressors immediately. 5. Licking faces. Those sweet doggy kisses might not be exactly what you think. This behavior goes way back to wolf pup behavior, where puppies would lick their mother's mouth to trigger regurgitation of food. Yes, you read that right. But in modern dogs, this ancient behavior has evolved into something far more complex. Face licking serves multiple purposes in the dog world. Sometimes it's a greeting, sometimes it's appeasement behavior, and sometimes it's straight-up stress relief for the dog. The University of Bristol conducted a fascinating study showing that excessive face licking often indicates underlying anxiety or uncertainty in dogs. But here's what's really interesting. The study found that owners who discourage all face licking actually increase their dog's stress levels. The key is learning to read the context. Quick, casual licks during greetings? Usually fine. Persistent, anxious licking? That's your dog trying to tell you something's wrong. And if your dog suddenly starts licking faces more than usual? That could be an early warning sign of emerging behavioral issues. 6. Paw lifting. Most people think it's adorable when their dog raises their paw, like they're trying to shake hands or get attention. The truth is far more complex. This seemingly simple gesture is actually part of what behaviorists call displacement behaviors, actions that dogs perform when they're caught in a behavioral conflict. When your dog lifts their paw while standing still, they're often displaying uncertainty or mild anxiety. Research from the University of Helsinki shows that this behavior frequently occurs when dogs are anticipating something but aren't sure how to react. Even more fascinating, the height of the lift and how long they hold it can indicate different levels of stress or uncertainty. Chronic paw lifting during specific situations, like meeting new dogs or during training, is actually a warning sign that your dog isn't comfortable with what's happening. The good news? Once you recognize this signal, you can adjust your training methods or social interactions to help your dog feel more confident. 7. Shaking off. Ever notice how your dog shakes their whole body like they're trying to dry off, even when they're completely dry? This behavior, known as the shake off or reset button, is one of the most misunderstood signals in canine body language. What looks like a simple physical action is actually a sophisticated stress relief mechanism. Dogs use this full-body shake to release tension after stressful encounters or uncomfortable situations. Animal behaviorists at the University of California discovered that this shake-off behavior releases endorphins, helping dogs transition between different emotional states. It's literally their way of shaking off stress. The timing of these shakes is crucial for understanding your dog's emotional state. If your dog shakes off after meeting another dog, after being hugged, or after a training session, they're telling you that interaction was stressful for them. Learning to spot these moments can help you identify and avoid situations that make your dog uncomfortable. Drop a comment below sharing which of these behaviors surprised you the most. I bet your dog's been trying to tell you something all along. 8. Head tilting. That adorable head tilt that makes everyone reach for their camera isn't just about looking cute. Scientists at the Max Planck Institute discovered this behavior has deep cognitive implications. When your dog tilts their head, they're actually adjusting their middle ear to better process information. It's like fine-tuning a radio to get better reception. More surprising is the correlation between head tilting and a dog's problem-solving abilities. A 2021 study published in Animal Cognition found that dogs who frequently tilt their heads when communicating with their owners tend to learn new words more quickly and show higher levels of social intelligence. They're not just listening, they're actively processing and analyzing what they hear. The direction of the tilt matters too. Dogs consistently tilt their heads in the same direction when listening to familiar commands, but may alternate sides when processing new information. This seemingly simple behavior actually reveals complex neural processes at work. Next time your dog tilts their head, remember, they're not posing for Instagram, they're showing signs of active learning and engagement. Ready to unlock all your dog's secrets? Our comprehensive guide dives deep into everything from anxiety and stress to positive reinforcement techniques that will forever change how you and your dog communicate. For the complete guide to understanding your dog's behavior, check the link in the first comment. Understanding these 8 key dog behaviors transforms how we interact with our canine companions. Each gesture, from a simple yawn to a complex head tilt, carries crucial information about their emotional state, needs, and attempts to communicate with us. By learning to read these signals correctly, we can build stronger bonds with our dogs, prevent behavioral issues before they develop, and create a more harmonious relationship based on mutual understanding. Remember that every dog is unique, and these behaviors should always be interpreted in context. What matters most is learning your individual dog's patterns and responding appropriately to their needs. The more attuned you become to these subtle signals, the better equipped you'll be to provide the support and care your dog needs to thrive. If this video helped you understand your furry friend better, share it with another dog parent who needs to see this. Don't forget to hit that notification bell to catch our next episode where we'll reveal even more fascinating secrets about your dog's hidden language.